Hey guys, welcome back. I'm Mike, and in this week's episode, we're going to finish up an old project. So if you haven't already, go check out the camera slider project. If you have seen it, you probably remember that it didn't really end well. The thing we built just wasn't going to work. There's too much flex in the system. So in this week's episode, we're going to try something brand new. I got this commercially available camera slider. I got this one for Christmas, so thanks family, it's awesome. It works really well. It's got ball bearing sliders, it's very smooth, but doesn't have any motors. So that's what we're going to do in this week. We're going to build a carriage with motors and controller, whole 9 yards. So check it out. Okay, here we are in SolidWorks. We're going to need 2 motors. I'm going to put them on the sides here. So this motor will actually run along this rail and drive the slider back and forth. And this motor is going to control the camera rotation. So we're going to need a housing. This is going to be our gear reduction to go to the camera rotation. The camera's never going to be rotating more than about 180 degrees in this setup, and the stepper motor resolution is probably just a little too low without a little gear reduction. So this is about a 3-to-1 reduction, and it'll give us a nice flat platform to mount our ball head, which you can see here. And we're going to add a battery holder and 2 home switches. It's going to operate on a standard Canon 5D battery. The home switches will be used to calibrate the initial location of the slider position at the start of the run. We're going to add some switches and knobs, and I'll talk a bit about how the interface to this system is going to work once it's built. So let's do some 3D printing. Alright, let me show you how this sucker works. So we go ahead and turn it on, make sure we're in programming mode, press the home button. That's going to move the carriage all the way to the one side and tell the Arduino its initial location. Then we're going to point the camera at our subject, press the button. It's going to move the carriage all the way to the other side. And we're going to do the same thing, point the camera at our subject, press the button again. It's going to move the carriage all the way back. Alright, then all we have to do is select whether we're doing time-lapse or video. In this case, we'll do video. Select how fast we want it to do with the speed control knob. Press the button again. And now it moves across, keeping our subject in frame. That's about it. Let's check out what kind of footage this sucker can make. Sweet. That is exactly what I wanted from this thing. So I'm glad to have it. You'll see tons of video of that thing in action in the coming episodes, so stay tuned for that. I want to send out a huge thank you to Dave, my oldest brother, for doing the programming on the Arduino on this one. I didn't show it in the video, but it was probably at least 50% of the work here. So thank you, Dave. If you guys are interested in learning more about Arduino programming, let me know in the comments below, and we'll do some more episodes on it. So that'll do it for this week. Peace.